통치 고마를 꾸렸어. 그래서 원체. 응? 저 야연 야무로. Oh, I see. I think you should.
I can stand. No, it's fine.
Then formal way, like this.
Beautiful.
Indeed, this is first time coming to San Diego. First time, already. Second time? Second time. I see. My computer not working properly. So in any way, I'm very happy once more here. Then I usually, you see, when I have the opportunity meeting with media people, previously, 3 points I mentioned. The third one about the Tibetan sort of struggle. Now, since last year, I handed over all my, let's say, the century-old sort of responsibility. That means last almost 4 centuries, since 5th Dalai Lama, you see, carry, I say, both responsibility, spirituality, temporal. So that, whether right or wrong, 14th Dalai Lama now ended that. I feel my basic sort of, let's say, belief. And also, you see, yes, I think believe. The world belongs to humanity. And each country belongs to its own people, not religious leaders or kings or queens or emperor or political parties. So I think last year when I think in Washington, this is some area in the United States, I expressed America belongs to about 300 millions of American people, not Republican or Democratic Party. So that's my basis of belief. So now, the best way to govern people by the people is through democratic elected sort of leader and limited time. And during that period also, you say, accountable way to the people. So that's the best way. So since almost teenage, I already noticed, you see, Tibetan sort of, what's the political system, government system. There are a lot of sort of drawbacks. So I want to change that. So since I think, so I took the responsibility in 1950. Then 52, I set up reform committee, start some reform. But not very successful, because the Chinese communists, they want reform according their own way. So in any way, so after 1959 when we reached India, in a free country. So our own organization, then at once we start work for democratization. Then 2001, we already achieved elected political leadership. Since then, my position is a semi-retired position, last 10 years. Then I often, you see, also mentioning or expressing, I'm looking forward to complete retirement. Then about 2000, I think 10, say our sort of election among our own community. People quite sort of enthusiastic, and they really participate with full of enthusiasm. So then I thought, now this is the right time. Now handed to all my sort of authority. So then 2011, formally I handed over our political responsibility. So now, this time, only 2 commitments. Number 1 commitment, the promoting human inner sort of values. That is daily one. Compassion. So compassion, here this, without border means this is sense of sort of closeness feeling, sense of concern, usually we call compassion. You see, towards one's own friend, one's own sort of family member. That is the compassion with border. That kind of compassion, mainly biological factor. Now, what we need, that sort of biological factor, sort of sense of love, sense of concern, others' well-being, that take as a seed. Then use human intelligence, the pros and cons about practice of compassion, and about hatred, about anger, suspicion, fear. Analyze what kind of emotion is useful for us, for individual. Such emotion, what kind of emotion actually very harmful. Now here, we can see, now scientists, now latest scientific finding also now clear, the constant sort of anger, fear, very bad for our health. Calm mind, inner peace, very sort of positive effect for our health. So, use our intelligence, seeing the benefit of compassion, then not oriented others' attitude, but rather the person or being itself. For example, we love oneself, but not based on I myself kind to me. No, simply I want happy life. I don't want suffering. So on that level, I develop some kind of sense of concern, taking care of myself. So that is, the others also like that. Same sort of human being, same desire, same emotion. So on that level, you can develop understanding, concern of their well-being. Now here, not oriented their attitude, but oriented the person. So now that kind of compassion can reach your enemy. Enemy, their attitude is concerned, negative to you, but still human being, most cases human being. Some other animals also. You see, you develop with human intelligence, yes, understand. They also do not want suffering. So you have to take concern their well-being. So that's the compassion without border, isn't it? Do you agree?
I told you they were smart here.
So here, no, not based on religious faith. Whether believer or non-believer, we are same human being. About 7 billion human beings, we are sort of say the same nature. So on that level, I'm trying to promote the compassion without border. One. Yesterday, day before yesterday, I was in Hawaii. There's some native, they have some kind of way of expression. Your blood is my blood. Your bone, my bone. Wonderful. Then the second commitment, I'm speaking on the level of I'm Buddhist monk. So I think you, Indian, you know, in India, at least last, I think, 3,000 years, different religious traditions gradually developed. Before Buddhism or Jainism, already there are different religious traditions there. Beside these homegrown different religions, all major world religions eventually settled or deeply rooted in India. So India, a country where you also Indian. Which part India? Oh, 2 Indian here, both South Indian. So I usually have some kind of special preference, right? South Indian. Most of the Buddhist masters, Buddhist scholars, Buddhist philosophers in Nalanda institution, most of them come from South India. So I usually teasing South Indian, little bit special brain. so in any way, so I learned, yes, different religious tradition can live together with mutual respect and mutual learning. So on this planet, not only in the past, but even today, sometimes there's some conflict in the name of religion. It's very sad. So there's a living example there, India. Over a billion human beings, some problem here and there, that's quite understandable. But overall, different religious traditions live together harmoniously, like that. So these 2 are my sort of commitment. Till my death, I committed. Why I'm telling to you these things, media people also have some rule. Make awareness public. The real sort of source of happiness is within ourselves, not on money, not power. Ultimately, warm-heartedness. So you have this sort of opportunity to make awareness public occasionally, while you are reporting all the negative things. And that's also important because in democratic country, media, very, very important. In order to carry the real sort of responsibility by people, people should know what the reality, what is going on. So usually I telling you, see, media people, you should have long nose, like elephant nose, and then smell in front and also back. So really, what is going on? Provided very objective, unbiased, then the reality must inform public what really going on. So that I want to tell you. So that's all. Now some questions.
We have time for just 1 or 2 questions. Question? Sir?
next to some dead, what appear to be dead people from Afghanistan. I wanted to know if you're aware of those photos, and if not, if you could comment generally on the U.S. government's involvement in Afghanistan.
Oh, I'm neutral. Nothing. Basically, I think obviously, I always sort of oppose using force. Using force cannot solve problem. Ahimsa, non-violence. The realistic, I think, ahimsa in India, 1,000 years, that tradition there. Now today's world, the ahimsa or non-violent method is really realistic approach. Look, 20th century, at the beginning of this 21st century, I think the problem where you use force, sometimes unpredictable consequences will happen, like that. Next.
Your Holiness, previous visits to the United States and elsewhere by you were met by objections, protests by the Chinese government. As far as I can tell, that hasn't happened this time. Is that because relations have improved between you and the Chinese government?
No, I don't know. I don't know. You have to carry more investigation. What is that reason? I don't know. One? Here? Perhaps? Yeah.
Yes, good morning. Thank you for your time, Your Holiness. Speaking of the compassion without borders and developing the compassion from inside, along with love, joy, peace, and compassion,
Lord Kasa.
what would you suggest on a personal level to be the most effective practice for people to take on to share their compassion?
Kerba Kasa.
This will be
I usually sort of telling people, and I believe the proper way to promote compassion. Compassion, when I use the word compassion, mainly in the sense secular ethics, without touching religion. Of course, respect all religions, not critical religion, respect religion, but religion not compulsory in order to develop moral ethics. Now here, I use 3 reasons. Firstly, our common experience. We all come from our mother. So since, I think, as soon as we're born, our sort of deepest experience is mother's love. Isn't it?
Our children.
The children, so long, you see, Kasuta, held by mother, the child feels very happy. Even animal, when separate, then sense of insecurity, unsafe, that kind of things. So that's our common experience. If we born from lotus or different flower, then I don't know. But since we come from human mother and nurtured by mother's milk. So that is the first our experience, the seed of compassion. Everybody, that's a common experience. Then common sense. If you look, our neighbors, those family where more compassionate sort of atmosphere, that family, no matter even poor, very happy. A family, maybe billionaire, but within the family, some sense of competition, some sense of suspicion, distrust. That family will not be happy family. So money will not bring human affection. Human affection only through sort of living thing. Cat, dogs. If you show genuine sort of care, they will show you affection. Isn't it? Isn't it? They're dogs. like that, licking, very nicely. Some young dog, sometimes good smell also. She's licking here, sometimes like that, isn't it? And then, sorry. Once I start to talk, then endless talk. So, but anyway, thank you. So, then third, as I mentioned earlier, scientific way. Now scientists, I think last maybe, more than 1 decade, now begin to carry more serious sort of research, different emotion, what effect for body, for health, and then also the social relations. So now they find more compassionate mind, individual, much happier, much healthier. Their social sort of relations also much improving. So these are the reasons why we need more sort of taking care about our inner value, not only just the money. Or those ladies, not just the sort of external beauties, because of cosmetic, more important, inner beauty. Good. Thank you. I want to